I've lived in this house for about 5 years now. It's an old Victorian, full of charm, but also full of problems. Creaky floorboards, leaky pipes, drafty windows. The kind of place that always needed fixing. But the basement? That was different. It wasn't just old. It felt wrong. Cold, damp, and heavy, like the air didn't move the same way it did upstairs. My dog, Cooper, refused to go past the second step. I figured it was just a weird quirk of the house. A few weeks ago, I finally decided to renovate the basement. I had put it off long enough, and I was sick of the musty smell creeping up into the rest of the house. I planned to rip out the old drywall, seal up whatever was causing the moisture, and maybe turn it into a game room or something. But when I started tearing down the walls, my hammer hit something hollow. Confused, I pulled back the drywall and found an old metal door. It was rusted, dented, covered in deep scratches, like something had tried to claw its way out. My stomach twisted. Something about it felt off, like I had just uncovered something that was never meant to be found. I hesitated, but curiosity won. I pried the door open with a crowbar, and the second it swung inward, a wave of stale, dead air rushed out, like the room had been sealed for decades. Inside, no windows, no decorations, just cold concrete walls and a single metal chair in the middle of the room. And on the floor, broken chains. Then I saw the words, carved deep into the wall, scratched in jagged, desperate lines, were the words, "Don't let him out." A chill crawled up my spine. My first thought was that it had to be some kind of sick joke. Maybe the previous owner was into weird horror movie stuff, but the air in that room was wrong. It felt thick, suffocating, like something was still lurking there, watching me. I should have sealed the door back up. I should have left it alone. That night, I woke up to footsteps, slow, heavy shuffling coming from downstairs. Cooper was already awake, standing rigid at the bedroom door, ears pinned back. He let out a low, warning growl. My stomach dropped. I grabbed the baseball bat from beside my bed and crept toward the basement door. It was open. I know I closed it. I know I did. But there it was, cracked open just enough for the darkness inside to spill out. The air around it felt colder, heavier, like something had stepped through. For the next few nights, things got worse. The lights flickered constantly. Even after I checked the wiring, shadows shifted in places where there was nothing to cast them. I'd wake up in the middle of the night with my heart racing, convinced someone was in the room with me. And the worst part, I started hearing whispers. They weren't clear, just faint murmurs slipping through the walls, curling around my ears when I tried to sleep. And every night, I swore they got closer. Then, last night, I woke up to my bedroom door creaking open. A tall, thin shape stood in the doorway. Its limbs were too long, its head tilted unnaturally to the side. It didn't move. It just watched me, The air turned ice cold. My breath came out in shaky gasps, but I couldn't move. I couldn't scream. And then, in a voice that sounded like rusted metal scraping against stone,
"You let me out. Now it's your turn."
everything went black. When I woke up, I wasn't in my bedroom. I was in a tiny windowless room. My wrists and ankles were bound to a cold metal chair. The air was thick, stale. The only light came from a single, flickering bulb overhead. The words, carved deep into the concrete wall in front of me, "Don't let him out." And just outside the door, I heard someone tearing down a wall.